everyone, and welcome to Boss Advisory. Do you know the difference between the wealthy and the poor? Simply expressed, it refers to how many ways both groups contribute to overall income. One source of income is believed to make up the majority of the average millionaire's income, compared to just one for the average person. They have a job, which is one source of money, as you expected, but most likely realized already that working for a living isn't the greatest method to become wealthy. Therefore, in order to increase their riches, the wealthy rely on several sources of income. Their wealth-generating engine is fueled by both active and passive income, and over time, both streams are what enabled them to amass their sizable wealth. The good news is that once you understand how the wealthy generate income, you can begin to develop your own personal fortune by copying their tactics. And in this video, I'll outline 7 ways millionaires generate income. If you're new to this channel, please click the subscribe button below for additional incredible content. Number 1. 9-to-5 income. I merely indicated that it's unlikely to be financially successful to rely entirely on a job. However, this does not imply that the wealthy do not have a 9-to-5 job as a part of their income generation strategy. Their jobs can range from mid-level managers to CEOs of corporations to doctors or engineers, and all of these roles operate under the paradigm of exchanging time for money, also known as active income. In fact, active income goes beyond a 9-to-5 job and can also be tied to freelance work. This type of income is typically the starting point. Working a 9-to-5 job will enable you to develop abilities like your business acumen and invest money into other companies that will increase your wealth, like talents in communication and problem solving that would be useful if you opt to start your own business right away. But be aware of its drawbacks as well. We all only have so many hours in a day, with the first one including selling time for money. When you work harder to earn more money, you sacrifice other things such as spending time with family, exercising, or simply enjoying life in general. Not to mention, if you begin to feel too at ease in your position, you may never feel the need to work hard for more money, and will have to make use with whatever standard of living your job currently provides you. Another significant drawback is that the amount of tax you pay on unemployment income, which can be up to 40%. This means that some people are essentially giving months of their hard work to the government, which is both discouraging and can demotivate you from trying to work harder for more money in this manner. Number 2. Profit income. The simplest definition of profit income is the generation of income from selling something for more than it costs you. For instance, if you have a car that costs $10,000 but sells $20,000, that is a profit of $10,000. However, few people use this type of income to accumulate wealth because they believe that only large businesses can generate it. Building a company that you could utilize to make money would require a sizable initial investment, capital expenditures such as building a warehouse and recruiting workers, employees, and of course, marketing. Fortunately, with the growth of e-commerce came the potential to generate enormous amounts of revenue without any necessary overheads. This might be either active income or passive income at this time. Since our time is limited and they can make their revenue stream as passive as possible, the wealthy usually choose the former option, finding products to sell rather than producing them themselves, because it is the more efficient course of action. Number 3. Interest income. Most people associate interest with the never-ending interest fees that they pay on their credit cards, but there are ways to make interest work in your favor by including it as a second source of income. The easiest way to generate interest income is to receive a return on the money you lent out. Now, I'm not referring to the $500 you lent your best buddy. Rather, I'm referring to purchasing bonds and letting someone use your funds while you earn a meager return in exchange for providing them with this cash flow. The wealthy frequently invest in high-risk stocks or private businesses to ensure they guarantee returns and don't put too much of their money at risk. While these financial assets don't always offer the highest returns, they are a great way to offset your riskier investments to ensure you have a balanced portfolio. Common types of bonds that people buy include government funds and treasury bills. Frequently, they diversify into bonds. Bonds usually yield between 1 and when employing this item as an investment, 4% is a sufficient return. Number 4. Dividend income. When a business makes a profit, there are often two uses for the money. The first excess option is to put the funds back into the company to support. The second choice, which is the one that you want them to choose, is to either expand or buy back stock. If you decide to buy their shares, you should consider if the company pays dividends. Companies reward shareholders with stocks for their capital investments. Investing enough capital into the company and in these dividend-paying companies, depending on the type of dividend you receive, you can also benefit from the tax breaks when earning this form of income. Qualified dividends are different from unqualified dividends in that if you make less than $39.375 per year, you are not required to pay taxes on any qualified dividend income you receive. For the wealthy, this is a simple way to generate additional income. Number 5. Rental income. It is probably no surprise to you that millionaires leverage the power of real estate to grow their wealth. However, when most people think about rental income, they think about renting out a home to a family or group of tenants. Sure, this is one way to go about it, but it certainly isn't the only way to make this form of income. For many wealthy people use producing companies. They can collect their quarterly cash payouts with absolutely no effort required. This income does not always come from real estate specifically. There are other ways to generate rental income at a smaller scale. For instance, many people rent equipment for various industries or their cars. When you think of rental income, just think of lending out an item in exchange for cash. Number 6. Residual and royalty income. This is one of the less common ways of making money. Residual and royalty income stem from past work and is the definition of passive income. It could mean receiving money for a TV show you used to be part of or from sales of previous books. However, this work can be easily farmed out to property managers, giving this form of income the ability to earn you money with zero involvement from your end. In fact, the video you are watching right now is producing residual income. While this type of income typically only accounts for a small portion of a millionaire's overall income, there is no denying that it is a viable strategy to use for those who want to reduce their level of activity in their income generation game plan. Number 7. Capital gains. The last way millionaires get money is by purchasing goods and reselling them for a profit. You might be asking how this is different from profit income. Let me explain. Capital gains are the outcome of a transaction in which a capital asset is sold for more than its initial price. Capital assets typically include assets that are needed for prolonged use, and this is how they differ from goods you purchase or products for resale that generate profit income. To put it in simple terms, the difference is due to their inherent nature. For the average person, capital gains become relevant to their lives when they sell their homes. A home is a capital asset, and when you sell it for more than you paid for it, you will trigger a capital gain. The most frequently observed situations where capital gains arise include when you sell real estate and stocks. For instance, if you purchase a house for $200,000 and sold it for $400,000 10 years later, the capital gain would be $200,000. However, the amount of the gain that would be subject to taxation would range from $0 to 20%. Depending on your income bracket. Additionally, if you are selling your primary residence, the amount of the gain that would be subject to taxation would also vary. In this new era, digital assets is one of the new discovered ways by aspiring millionaires into their wealth building journey. It's a new smart way of earning profitable money online right from the comfort of your own home. And as a matter of fact, you can take it with you anywhere you go. If you'd like to know more, make sure to click the first link down below to find out. Thank you guys for watching Boss Advisory, and if you haven't yet, please be sure to subscribe, give this video a big thumbs up, and hit the notification bell to get notified on every new incredible content we make for you. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you all on the next one.